Have you ever really stopped to think about what's happening behind the scenes when you type into an app? It seems so simple, right? But there's this whole world of code making it all work seamlessly. Today, we're going to pull back that curtain and explore how Flutter handles user input to really bring your apps to life. I mean, seriously, you type in your email or you search for something, how does the app actually get that? How does it turn that string of characters you just typed into a meaningful action? And what about the transformation itself? You type a couple of words into a totally empty box, you tap a button, and suddenly, poof, it's a perfectly formatted item in a list. Where does that little bit of magic come from? And here's the part that's absolutely crucial. That new task just appears. Instantly. No weird screen flashing, no full-on refresh. That smooth, real-time update is what separates a good app from a great one. Well, the answer to all of these questions really lies in how Flutter deals with user input. And it's so much more than just text boxes and buttons. It's about creating a direct, responsive, a conversation between the user and your app. I love this way of thinking about it. User input is the bridge. Without that bridge, our apps would just be static images. Beautiful to look at, maybe, but totally unable to listen, react, or actually do anything for us. And this isn't some niche corner case feature. A massive 90% of mobile apps depend on these exact mechanics to function at all. Just think about that. Almost everything on your phone is built on this foundation. Just think about the apps you use every single day. Logging in, searching for something, signing up for a new service, adding to a to-do list, or sending a quick message. All of these core actions are just about capturing your input and then showing it back to you dynamically. So, to make all this a bit more concrete, let's break down a simple to-do app. It is the perfect way to see how all these different pieces fit together in a real-world scenario. So for the user, it feels incredibly simple. You type your task, the app quickly checks that you actually wrote something, and boom, it appears right there on your list. But behind that simplicity, there's this really well-orchestrated process going on. Okay, so here's what's actually happening under the hood. While you're typing, text fields are just capturing the raw data. Then, things called controllers act like little managers, holding onto that input. After a quick check with some validation logic, list views take over to efficiently update the screen, and cards make the new item look nice and tight. Now, to make all of this happen, Flutter gives us this really powerful toolkit. It's pretty much built on two main pillars that let us create these dynamic, interactive experiences with, honestly, remarkable efficiency. These two pillars, they really work as a team. The first one on the left is all about handling the input. It captures, stores, and validates whatever the user types. The second one on the right is all about the display, taking that data and presenting it back to the user in a clean, scrollable list. At the very heart of handling input is the text editing controller. You can pretty much think of this as the brain behind the text field. It does way more than just hold the text. It actively listens to every single keystroke. This is what lets your app react in real time, and it gives you a way to grab the final text when the user is done. And for displaying all that data, we have the List View Builder. Think of it as a hyper-efficient engine for our lists. Its real genius is how it works. It only builds the list items that are currently visible on the screen. This is exactly why you can scroll through thousands of items without your app slowing down to a crawl. We call it lazy loading, and trust me, it's key to performance. So, look, these aren't just some abstract concepts to memorize for a test. Mastering them gives you the real power to build the kind of responsive, professional apps that users genuinely love to use. With these tools in your belt, you can build the core features of countless apps. We're talking fully functional login screens, dynamic task managers, and interfaces that can handle huge amounts of data with total ease. You're building professional, responsive experiences from the ground up. Seriously, whether you're building a small personal project or a huge, large-scale enterprise application, mastering user input and dynamic lists are absolutely non-negotiable skills for any serious Flutter developer. Ultimately, every tap and every keystroke is a user trying to communicate something to your app. User input, that's their voice. So with these powerful tools in your hands, the real question is, are you ready to build applications that can truly listen and respond?